On July 4th, several individuals were reportedly injured by a shark off the southern coast of Texas at South Padre Island. That's according to a report from ABC News. Here on a special mini episode of Dark Outdoors, we have much more information, some exclusive stuff, and we're going to kill some rumors about this shark attack. The great outdoors is a place of enjoyment, peace, and solitude. But at times, the outdoors experience goes dark. Increasingly, outdoors lovers are encountering criminal elements, psychos, dangerous wildlife, and strange weather occurrences. Our goal is to raise awareness by equipping you with cutting-edge information and to shine light into the dark outdoors. Here's what we know right now. 4 separate incidents involving a single shark were reported according to the ABC report. This ABC report said Texas Game Warden Captain Chris Dowdy confirmed that the incidents included 2 bites, a grazing, and an injury while fending off the shark. A press release from Texas Parks and Wildlife Department said details at this time indicate that 2 people were bitten and 2 people encountered, quote-unquote, the shark, but were not seriously injured. So what does an encounter mean? Was it indeed a grazing or a strike while fending off a shark? The 2 victims who were bitten were transported to Valley Regional Medical Center in Brownsville, where one is being treated and the other has been flown out for further treatment, according to Texas Parks and Wildlife. Here's where it gets kind of interesting. The ABC story cites Dowdy as believing the incident involved the same shark. The TPWD news release does not say this directly, but says the following, quote, South Padre Island Police Department officials and Cameron County Park Rangers responded to reports of people being bitten by a shark at South Padre Island within city limits. Details at this time indicate that 2 people were bitten and 2 people encountered the shark, but were not seriously injured. That's really, really interesting, because incidents of multiple attacks in the same area are rare, but they do exist, including one that happened, we'll talk about in a minute, that happened over in Florida just a few weeks ago. But incidents of a single shark attacking multiple people is extremely rare. I reached out to Captain Eric Osland, who is a next-level shark guide on Padre Island, just to see if he had heard anything. And he had a really interesting insight here. He said, quote, my personal opinion is there are many medium bulls 6 to 7 feet long, which should be on the upper coast right now, but got pushed down from all the flooding and nasty water. They are down here hungry, and the only thing I can get in charters. Right now, the only bull sharks we typically see at the end of June and July are big, mature 8 to 9 foot specimens. This smaller group has invaded. Very, very interesting. Was it a bull shark? A bull shark is a great candidate. And I have to kill some rumors right now. This was not a great white shark. I mean, I'm 99.999% sure it wasn't a great white shark. All right. A lot of people kind of relate the fact that the last shark story that hit the news from South Padre Island was the big 2,600-pound, 14-foot great white that had a satellite transmitter that popped up February 26, about 100 yards off the beach at South Padre. But that shark is in Nova Scotia right now, so like almost 3,000 miles away. I'm pretty up on great white research, and the common knowledge is that the bulk of great whites that come into the Gulf of Mexico come in during the late fall, early winter, and leave in kind of early spring. It's exactly what happened with the great white shark that showed up at South Padre, once again, already up in Nova Scotia. So, this is not a great white shark. I know it happened on a holiday weekend like in Jaws, but let's not blame great whites right now, okay? Probably a bull shark, a very good candidate, but people over the years have even been attacked by black tips and spinners, if you look at the International Shark File stuff. So There are plenty of black tips and spinners, plenty of bulls. There's hammerheads out there. It could be a variety of sharks that did this. Of course, as Captain Eric Osland said, and what I believe just is from my knowledge of sharks and shark behavior, probably a bull, especially if it was the same fish doing this in one area. Bulls are kind of testy. So I thought that was something that needed to be said out there right now because, sharks are a vital part of the ocean. And they're not out to hurt people, but sometimes they do. And we don't want to diminish the human side of this. So people shouldn't be like slamming the people for going into the water. You hear people like that. That's not right at all. We've all been out there. It could happen to any of us. Okay? These people are dealing with a traumatic situation. So don't get so, uppity that you're going to be like, well, they shouldn't be in the ocean. It's the shark's domain. We've all been out in the ocean. Tragic things happen. And it looks like this particular shark got away, which, it's funny that was really mentioned in the story. It's like you're actually going to get the shark that attacks someone. That might have happened at some point somewhere, but that's a very, very rare scenario right there. I mentioned that attack scenarios with several attacks in one area on the same day are extremely rare. We had one June 7th in Walton County, Florida. The Watersound Beach attack happened around 1:20 p.m. when a 45-year-old woman was attacked while swimming near a sandbar. She had pretty severe injuries to her midsection and lost part of her arm. Then at 2:56 p.m. the same day at Seacrest Beach in the same county, 2 teenage girls aged 15 and 17 were attacked while swimming in waist-deep water with a group of friends. So, just want to get this information out there. Kill some rumors about it being a great white. And put a couple of other scenarios where there have been multiple attacks on the same day, same beach area, including this year in Florida. And keeping you up to date on what's going on this sort of special newsy edition of Dark Outdoors. Subscribe to my blog at gulfgreatwhites.com. That is gulfgreatwhites.com. It's the exclusive blog of great white sharks in the Gulf of Mexico, but we also cover a little bit of great white shark research in the Atlantic and cover other shark incidents and shark information aiming towards shark conservation in the Gulf of Mexico, gulfgreatwhites.com.
If you would like to share your dark outdoor story, email chester@chestermore.com. If you would like a PDF file of my personal survival tips, put survival in the subject line. Read my wildlife writings and follow my Higher Calling Wildlife and Higher Calling Gulf Coast podcast at highercalling.net. Remember, never enter the wild without prayer and preparation.